Testing. Roll that up. Unity has not been closed. Music is good now. There. Okay. Lamp. There we go. Everything looks to be ready, I think. Hopefully. Be aware, before we begin, anyway, really? This is scrapped epic. This is literally an epic's talent tree. Excuse you. Reminder, this is what Mac looks like. As a reminder, this is what an epic talent tree looks like. We have missing one, missing another. And then we have a missing one over here. And we go level 3, level 4. Yeah, legendary with an epic talent tree. What did you do, anyway? Yeah, hold on. Wait. Don't you dare be a tier 3, a fake tier 3. Okay, good. We're fine there. Okay, but yeah. At this point, either they messed something up because the talent tree is unique from the looks of it. The only problem being, it looks like it's also got a different problem being, why is it an epic talent tree? Anyway, let's see here. What's the little funny team we can run? We need a breaker and we need a strike. Fine. We'll have to use it anyway. We'll use the 2 Red Rangers. There. Nope. Give it a moment. Yeah, no he does not. He does and doesn't. They're different animations. Listen, if you want to claim kicking is copying every other ranger, that's just everyone in general. You can't copy a kick in that sense of it's just a copy and paste. No. It is a different kick. It's just the fact that he's kicking you rapidly. Plus, he's kicking you to the corner, so it has corner carry, you could say. I think I might have to restart the game. Seems like it's having issues. That or anyway servers are. Why are you using Troy? Okay then, let's see. We already got ruined by a single Camille. No. I'm sorry, did that do so? How much damage did that do? 1.3? Is that even correct? Uh-huh. Okay, well, that thing is a decent bit of recovery. Good to know. And this, 290. 3,000! I think his stats are also an epic. I think his stats are also an epic. He's missing 4 no, not even 4 levels, it's only 2. That's not even doing the display damage! That's not doing the display damage. Look at this! I can't test these things. Well, listen, if any anyway developers are listening, listen, I can check your code. It's not a secret. But I can't pre-test the character. It's pretty obvious with how I managed to get the character for the thumbnails, but seriously?
3, 2, 1, go!
2.7, okay. That middle slot strike looks to be doing the right amount. That looks to be doing 3,000 as well. 2,000. Okay, so... yeah, the block's the only one doing incorrect damage, and probably is super as well. Wrong button. Oh no, I summon an assist and he doesn't travel far enough. Oh no. Anyway. Let's go with the breaker. And sweep. He does have an instant combo style with a strike, but that's another thing. No. He has a lot of refunds in the middle of his kit, but that's it. Yeah, no damage. There it goes. No hit sounds. How did this happen? Yeah.
KO, you lose.
Where is... okay. Seems like they did not look into their sound design this for this one. Let me pull up his code. His old one before this update. Let's the update to fix his missing potential things.
2, 1, go.
Let me just. All I know is that just. I don't think that's supposed to be a 3 cost at this point. No hit sounds. Still no hit sounds. Nope. He has an instant combo style in the middle slot. That's basically all it is. Okay. Undodgeable, or what is it? Okay. So what happens if I actually make use of the cancel, though? Like, is he that much of a technical character? He launches! Yeah. Yeah. He has a launch. So there's that.
KO, you win.
So they're just no. Their preview video is the worst thing I've ever seen related to a character. Then, because we're gonna have to look into potential cancel combos, because that's a launch. But that the block display damage is wrong. Like the way they designed it. Let's see. Ribbit is right. Okay, branch frame 30. This is crushing bite.
3,
He can cancel after the first
1,
hit.
go.
And is fully airborne. Yeah, right. You're right. You're right. Okay. Well, let's see here. And again. And okay. Well, if you delay the cancel too much, then that's gonna happen. Wow, real boring. Yeah, you can hit them and you can cancel at the same time. Wow. Look at this boring one right here. Can't even do anything. Anyway, yeah, you can cancel the breaker after you poke them, but the damage is not front loaded. Seriously, are you people really gonna... Are we not gonna get an update on the ban list? Seriously. Technically, Levi needs to be added to the ban list, specifically the assist, not the leader. Camille assist needs to be added to the ban list. Nick leader can be removed. Literally, at this point, remove the actual problems as the thing. We don't need any leaders banned. We don't need the leaders banned. If you guys cared about your actual designs when it came to leaders, As I said, you don't need to ban them. But at this point, ban the problematic assists. We all know Nick is still a problem. We all know people are gonna just run hit the moment Nick assist gets unbanned. People are just gonna spam Camille assist. That we know that's exactly what's gonna happen. Yeah, this is very much technical in this sense. Yeah, so of all things, it's not acting like Magna. I'm gonna tell you that much. And you can dodge it! Okay then.
KO. You win.
No. That's just a combined hit. Crits don't mean anything. What are you on? Let's see here. So you saw the combo. So by the looks of it, when you guys do his combos, it's recommended that you cancel the middle slot strike. And make sure to instantly dash cancel. Let me make sure of its dash cancel so there's no accidental stuff. Yeah, instant dash cancel. You can't do a dash cancel right before. He's in a weird situation. He's not implemented correctly, in my opinion. Like, other than his first of all, his talent tree is an epic talent tree. So it seems like he's more of a scrapped epic. And then display damage is incorrect on his block. That 3 cost is not doing his damage. It's not even doing what is apparently 2 costs now by legendary standards, or even in general because Casey exists as a reminder. He has a lot of energy refund type things, but the question is, yeah, not to mention there, if you delay it, you get a sweep. Just be warned of that. So and then not to mention, compared to most things, his super is actually a lot weaker. And then, no. You get nothing there. It's not even a combo super. Like, this is the one time a character gets to have their super deal damage is when it's not a combo super. Like, you use the middle of one and then you can do another card afterwards. It's probably just not his primary slot, but... How did we end up releasing another Zeo character? And they're bad on launch. Like, this is just Zeo Tommy all over again. Somehow. Yeah, but that's not the thing. It's the fact that he can't even combo after it right now. Like, he probably can. He just needs to use the middle slot, but he can't use his breaker. He can't use his primary. He can probably only use his middle slot. Yes, hello, Storm. I hit you with a cancel combo because we're looking at what he potentially might just be one of those. Yeah, he can't maybe Pummel Kicks needs a cancel before it hits as well. But at the same time, he might not need it. He might not. So we'll see. It's going to be a bit of a test, and yeah, not to mention. We're never going to see proper tests if people keep being idiots with these assists. Like, are you going to use the leader, or are you going to just keep playing the assist? Because at this point, we're expecting Oraco next. As I said. And then Camille. See? 2.9. Time freeze. Yep, so no one takes any damage. Yep. No. Jack actually only has one card that does that. Psychotic Rage, this is not even the case. It's... I know that's a rage bait type of comment, but we all know that he's literally... He's broken in the other sense. He's not implemented correctly. Incorrect display damage alongside... Yeah, at least he's not... Listen, at least it's not a Joel situation. but he's not doing well in his way either, because he looks to be a very technical character, which is good. They've added a new one there. Like, okay, Geki, that's not that far. You literally reset your energy. Sweep, as I said. Nope. And bonk. No. But yeah, that spot, if you want to cancel, you can go ahead, and that's on you, Geki. Okay, let's see here. Very much point blank. And I keep doing that on accident. As I said, just instantly cancel at this point. Just do an instant cancel. Anyway, why am I being blocked off by this? That wasn't even lag. I was just blocked off in a different way. No lag symbol, no, just loading symbol. How?
KO, you win.
That wasn't a lag symbol, that was a loading symbol in my way. That disabled my controls. What even happened there? So yeah, everything else is fine. This one's, this you get that, has dodge projectile. Okay, so it should... Actually, no, this didn't work. Pummel kicks is completely vulnerable. Okay, let's see here. Pummel kicks. Anyway, that's on me as well. I could have warned them. I didn't see it. I didn't read the in-game things correctly. Pummel kicks does not have dodge properties. Unless it's on the new code. Give me a moment. Okay. So, first of all, crushing bite. Let's make sure of this. Crushing bite. Dash cancel allowed on starter before the first hit. Yeah, but you can also do it after. Up until 15 frames after the first hit. Game 1 during dash cancel. Yep, you can just do that. So you can stun them. The block is obviously invincible after it procs. So that's just the dash. Pummel kicks to make sure of the new one. See, no. No dodge properties on this at all. Has dodge projectile. That part is false. Yeah. Pummel kicks on hit. Nothing there. Activated hit weapon. Deactivates. Yep. He's just in the air. He has no dodge properties on this at all. That's on me. I could have warned them. Punishing strikes. Dash cancel out at the first hit. Yep. There's no time to cancel either. And precision counter defense. That thing is just doing incorrect display damage. So he's missing two things. His super obviously leaves him airborne. Special cancel during pummel kicks. There's nothing else special there. Yeah. So he's missing. He has incorrect display damage, or one of the two. He's either doing less damage than he's supposed to, or he's doing, or his display damage is the one that's incorrect. One of the two. He's either doing less damage than displayed, or he's doing, or the display damage is more than he's supposed to do. While his metal slot strike has no dodge properties.
3, 2, 1.
So that one's missing as well. You did not need that crit. And I did not need another one of those. There we go. And let this continue. Crushing bite. And you can see it. And then I don't need to do it that late, but by comparison, yeah. Maybe also make, I don't know. We don't want another weird... the thing is not that fast, but... yeah. You can see the poke there. Just, you have to time it with energy management. That's the important detail. So be careful of what you do, I guess. Because then you can do something like this, but at this point, yeah. Nah, test them out properly, see what anyway might be hiding, because there's only one problem. They mentioned on the App Store, or even anything else like that, that there's supposed to be new mechanics for this guy. Where's the new mechanic? Like, energy refund is not new. Just gonna say that much. Energy refunding is not new. I'm on 1 HP! Charge!
KO. You win.
Like, be aware, the super cancel as well. The super cancel is not new either. The Casey, Ashley, all the characters that are already released also have this type of thing. Like, Ashley is literally the prime example. They just added her right before. So, new mechanic for the release characters or whatever it said specifically. It's on the App Store alongside new icon, and that's it. But he's not more unique. Like, he seems. He's just a bit more technical in that sense, because right here I'm gonna launch them. There. At the same time, just. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. How much testing? I don't think this had 0 testing put into him. That's all I'm gonna say. It feels like that's what happened. Or this is his first build, and then whatever happened after that, no clue. No clue what happened after that. Got rid of that. I'm first. 5 strikes and 3,000. Okay. I'm on the ground, but that's not gonna kill. 2.9 into. Great. Clearly, I had to say something. He's missing his sounds on his attack as well, right? I have to check his sound effects. Yeah, he has nothing. There is nothing about getting hits. There are no hit sounds. Like, this sounds like potentially he's supposed to have a new voice. Team intro leader start. He has nothing. There's no. Yeah, no, I think this is a incorrect. Yeah, that crit was needed. Yeah. There is no hit sounds here for sound effects. Intro leader is the only thing he has that has the sound effects, because the lost pose has nothing. Like, even his win has a sound, but it only has 1.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, you get launched. We're gonna do a nice little block combo. Even though I got blocked off afterwards. Yeah, what else? Because clearly you'll be allowed to combo with that one. Well. Just remember, you still don't remove their crit chance, even though you hit them first. Yeah, you're not allowed to hit. You're not allowed to hit. Blind spot. You're hitting full screen already. You're already hitting full screen. Don't. Just stop. Just go ahead. Yeah. What else? Does it break? No. He has no utility. I'm just gonna point that out. There is no utility. Let me check if he has any sound effects that's just unused right now. Let me just open his sound effects code. Rocky, where is he? There, Zio Rocky into 200 kilobytes. No, that was Ninja Kim. See ya. Okay, so whoever even greenlit Rocky did not. Whoever was in charge of anything did not complete him. He has his loose audio. It's in the file. His code is just gone. It's just missing. Everything's just missing. Well, someone didn't proofread that what they were supposed to. Like, I checked the last moment they get added, but this one was even... This was... What even happened? Like, seriously. 3,000. Yep, as per usual. And this one does what again? 2.7? Yeah, they do the same damage. Both versions do the same. The one is just put into the super. Anyway. Like, here's his lost sound. Let me just mute the music. This is his lost sound. Be aware. Hear the stamp? That's what his lost sound is. Not to mention, he's supposed to be getting hurt, so here's pain. That's what he's supposed to be having a problem being. Taunt 3. Taunt 1. I think that's the only one with the sound. Taunt 2. That's the silence. Okay, yeah, as I said, I muted the audio. Give it a moment. Let's see here. So, if we... I had loaded the shop. It tried to load the PNGs. Okay, let's quickly go to Rocky. First. That's missing, yeah. What about this one? Thought as well. Yeah, it's all missing. Taunt 1. Taunt 2. Taunt 3. Part 2. Taunt 3. Probably just replays it. Taunt 1, Part 2. And Taunt 2, Part 2. Here's his wind sound. Attack heavy. Blue push. Which is likely his block. So, let me just... I need to open up a second one, or at least add both, because this is just concerning. So, sound and graph holder. So, right now, if I text asset and audio. Okay, so, we have... Let's see here. Pummel kicks. No, I see what happened. No. No, I see what happened. No. Whoever fixed his code in a rush undid their character. Unless did I select the wrong one? No. They undid their character. Someone used a previous build. This character is from a previous build. So, right now, either way. So, he would have had problems either way, it seems. So, either his assist was going to be beaten by every card type, because it was going to be typeless upon frame 1. That was his problem. That has been fixed. But the problem here is, his sound effects got undone. In a rush to fix his release, alongside Leo, they ended up undoing all of his sound effects.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yep. Let's see here. Yeah, dodge properties. He was going to be able to dodge projectiles with this, but he was going to get beaten by every type of card if he tried to use it last frame. But I think he's still... I think his other sounds were still going to be missing. I can check now. His hit sounds would exist, but for now, yeah. Up you go. And again. So who knows whether or not the change also, like I said, is probably a mid-patch Rocky that his damage must have been undone or something. Yeah, that's not gonna do anything. Did you recover? Okay. Well, get bonked. It's done. There you go. Anyway, I'll put the music back on shortly. I'm just going to show this thing. Let's see here. So, sound effects. The taunts, I think they played before this patch though. So we have the loo sound that would have worked. The sound or the wind sound that would have worked. Pummel kicks. Do we have VO weapon whoosh attack? Blue attack 1. Blue attack 1. Yeah. How did that even happen? How did they... Okay. This is 100% somewhere early on in the build. We can't judge. He got released in a bad state. So, when they fixed his assist situation and the Leo assist situation where he was still ignoring blocks, because that's what they did, his assist would have been losing to every card right about now if you used the last frame. But now he's missing specifically his voice VFX, sound effects, and some other specific things like his hit and hit sounds as well. Like those got undone. Like I checked the old code before the patch, they were fine. Those got undone. More like he got released in the previous patch state might be a better description. Yeah, good job. You're using the leader. Why not just swap off at this point? You're not using the leader. Just swap off at this point. Seriously. You're not playing anyone. You're just being boring. This is what happens when you release these broken characters' assists. Joy is not the problem there. As you can clearly tell, even if Camille was slowed down to 30 frames, it still means nothing. As a reminder, people, as well, Camille assist was already nerfed upon the release of the patch, where it claims the effects will only be taken next patch. No, it did take effect that patch. No, Joel is still the worst release when his damage was nerfed. Joel cannot finish the fight. Rocky still can. Rocky is still able to actually finish the fight. Like, compared to Joel, Rocky doesn't have that bad of a problem. The difference here is, it seems, other things were undone. Anyway, he's no longer in the middle of a block there, and bunch of crits. No, it should be a quick fix before the video I have to record for tomorrow. Or we're expecting one on Monday. One of the two. It's one of the two. Anyway, I need to test the combo. So, let's see here. If we do this, does pummel kicks reach? No. He gets 0 combos after his super. His super is a complete similar one to Sam. He doesn't get a combo at all. Yeah. That doesn't reach. This is the one time the super is allowed to deal damage because it's a combo ender. Because right now, I think the better way to put it is he's acting a lot like Devin. No, it's Sam. It's just Sam. The only reason I was about to compare it to Devin is because Devin actually jumps away. Sam is actually right next to you still.
Three, two, one.
So for now, yeah. He's weird. Just be aware, as mentioned, this is... The way everything has lined up says this is a scrapped epic. I'm just gonna say that much. Ashley doesn't need to be changed to anniversary character. Even if she timed herself with the whole... she was the epic, and then another epic released, and then that's it. So expecting Rocky or a breaker? No? Okay. Well, strike it there. Back away. Too far. Too far. Is that still a blind spot? Okay then. That's your block, and you have no energy. Yeah, here we go. No! This is why I timed it. I don't know why I even cancelled it, but it looks like they didn't want to rotate. Okay. Yeah, this is a Mac that doesn't know how to use Mac.
KO, you win.
That guy does not know how to use Mac. Listen, by comparison, as I said, there's something missing about him. The only bad thing right now, if this isn't intentional, 3 blocks on Mac. Eesh. Yeah. He was running nothing but blocks, and I was not getting my breaker, and I accidentally kept cancelling on bad spots. As I said, you have to instant cancel his middle slot strike. If you accidentally try and delay cancel it, you're going to get a sweep instead. You get a refund, but yeah. Listen, listen, can someone go... I'm gonna have to check Joel's damage after this. What did it get undone again? Did he get undone again? Worst case scenario, possible. I tried to see about something, but it didn't work. 7! No. And it's done. And then, here you go. To the corner you go. Yeah, that bounce is really not much. You gonna try and break her? Well, at least I comboed for them. Here you go. Breaker. Strike them. And up. This is a better way. I got a bot on Twitch, of course. Nope. Not in range. Here you go. Super. Yes, all the new characters are just Justin's bones. Unless they're a villain, they're all using the new bone structure that anyway has made. Where they actually have 4 fingers. And a thumb. They actually have separate bones. Let's just check Joel. Yeah. It looks fine. It looks correct. It didn't get undone. More like you need to actually make use of his proper cards. Don't ever use the follow-up of Joel's breaker in the middle slot. The block and his primary breaker are the only ones you should be using the follow-up of. Don't do the primary strike. If you want longer animation, go ahead, but it's also not worth the damage. When it comes to using Joel that way, yeah, you might want to actually make... his primary breaker should always be used as a follow-up, because that projectile travel time is a lot better than most. Anyway. Gold Zeo super this patch. Yeah, and in the end, all we got was this situation. Someone's things got undone because they were in a rush to fix it. Anyway, here you go. And again, we can go into the air, and I'm going to take for some time to recover energy. And you have just lost.
KO, you win.
Tiger Rage, listen, for now, it's literally a mix between the two. 1, Joel is still technically bad. Just because you can backdash everything of his. They gave him a cancel on the middle slot breaker, of the middle slot block, right? But by comparison, release Joel is worse than Rocky. Okay? New Joel, I would say they're even. I would say they might be even. There. Nice little 10 EP combo from a 1 refund. Says it. I would say right now they're even, because you can still backdash Joel, but at least he has his damage. That's a fail. That was a fail of a cancel. Dash forward, strike. No. Okay. The problem is I have to read the entire thing, Geki. Don't make it too long right now. I'm gonna have to focus here. There you go. And strike. And sweep. You're not paying attention. And now, we charge right through. And while they were fixing this, just everything. No, no, they do not.
KO, you win.
And no. No, they did not. There was nothing removed. As I said, the only thing I got undone right now looks to be the sound effects. And potentially whatever other thing was running. As I said, as well, he's using the universal new bone structure that every Kimberly, that Justin, that all the recent characters are. There is no hidden mechanic, that's the thing! I've already told you, there is no hidden mechanic. He's just, he just gets his energy back from cancelling. There is nothing special about Rocky. Whatever they added, it's nothing new. They could say the whole new super cancel code they added is something, but that's just another way of going about to finishing transitions. That's literally all it is. It's the same thing as Ashley. And I don't think she has the same code right now. She might be on an old one. It's like, it's just a finished state condition that they just reconfigured to activate. Like, there's nothing new here. Nothing else? Okay. Wow, Camille. Wow.
Perfect. You lose.
Oh no, you can't finish with a fight with the leader. They're afraid of attacking all of a sudden, so they use the same assist that costs 3 that just rushes in faster than most attacks. The best, how about I put it this way, he's still not boring. With all the technical stuff, he's still better than Justin's situation. Or being boring to look at.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, but more like, remember, he's also not doing his display damage. Remember to also, he's missing damage or something. No, just, maybe the refund is not good enough. The refund might not be good enough if you even make use of the cancel. Like, it's just not good enough. Like, for example, the way to even, like, they could have added something. Like, there was a chance they could have made his hidden mechanic that when he cancels, his EP cooldown doesn't exist. Like, this would also, like, that's a different move. It becomes a single launch, but he refunds his energy and there's no longer an EP cooldown. Like, who knows if that was the thing, but in this case, it's really nothing. And yeah, that first projectile is completely dodgeable.
KO, you lose.
Problem with that, Geki, is that requires extra animation. I wouldn't say so, Hamid. I have not updated that loading screen. I forgot to update this. I haven't updated the thing in BlueStacks yet, so there we have. This is Nick's loading screen being replaced by this one, but I didn't update it to the more recent one. Yeah, but that's only if he cancels the middle slot strike. But at that point, that's the only problem with that is if he doesn't rotate, that's just an infinite loop. Yeah. Nothing else? Wow. Yeah. Stabs first. Enough with you! I said enough! Wow. Now, look at that. Now, you can't even... The only thing I could do there is do a taunt cancel. That was the only way we were going to escape that one. That's not a... No, Geki. The word is no. He does not need a buff. What he needs is his proper release state. As a reminder, I'm gonna have to say this again. 1, his talent tree is an epic talent tree. 2, his block is doing incorrect display damage. 3, his super isn't a combo super, so it's missing its damage entirely, and the fact that his sound effects is completely missing. So, yeah. It's not a buff that he needs. He needs to be fixed. Whatever their idea was gonna be, something is missing. Yeah, what else? As per usual, as a reminder, that stupid assist should be removed on hit. Anyway. There you go. Yeah, perfect timing. Perfect timing one. Hey, can you give a crit? No, of course you wouldn't. Come on, use Kimberly from across the screen. Go ahead. Do it. You had the perfect chance to, but no. You somehow no longer became an assist spammer. They didn't really. They barely used the assist. Infinity? Top 3 characters you want to see buffs for. Legendary only. Where? Seriously. Not to mention, as I said, this is still not a good one. This is not a buff to RJ. He got slowed down. He is just slower. He got an adjustment, basically a rework of what he is. So, no, his buff was not a buff. That was an adjustment, and it just simply made him worse in speed, and it gave him damage. That's not how he fights. That is just wrong. Can someone quickly go grab me the description of Muay Thai, please? Can someone go grab me the description of Muay Thai? And if anything, let's see. Phantom could be a useful actual proper look at. But yeah, someone get a description of Muay Thai for me and put it in chat. Because whatever RJ is now is not his character. He's just slow. As I said, his fastest card, round start, requires him to dash for 40 frames. And at that point, that's his primary slot. And he has to dash for it first. His other primary slot is 39 frames. And he's airborne during it. Yep, nice fight again. I just said the other one.
2, 1, go.
Jess, you'll have to see. You'll have to just check it yourself. It'll probably autocorrect itself if you try and search it. There, I did not pay attention to that one. But yeah, they could just see about it, but I don't. They wanted a hidden mechanic. There's one. That's over here. These reset the thing, but the problem is it'll be an infinite loop at that point. That's the only problem. Kirby's board, I think, has provided the correct spelling. Fine. We'll use the character now. Go ahead, do something. Seriously. Nope. Up we go. And we're expecting Tanya. Yeah, enough of that one. And then we expect Zero Tommy. No. Not yet. Not yet.
KO. You win.
I need the description, the proper description of what Muay Thai is. Did it not say something about fast, precise strikes with elbows, fists, knees, and feet? Or even the shin in general? Okay, but do we have anything else describing it a bit more than that? Striking sweeps? He literally... The worst part about it, he doesn't have a sweep anymore. He does have a sweep, but he kicks you over the head for it. Just... seriously. To get his sweep now, he requires you to get kicked in the head. And not to mention, reminder, they sped up his breakers mid-animation. They could have just kept the overhead a stun and left it at that. We don't need it to sweep in the air. Art of the 8 limbs, exactly. That didn't even reach all the way to the corner. And if anything, it probably gets worse when he fights someone like Black Dragon. Because the character doesn't stagger that far. Exactly. Muay Thai or the art of the 8 limbs. As I said, arms, hand, just elbow, hands, knees, feet. So punch, elbows, and shins. No, the shins, not feet. Yeah. The third thing is military hand-to-hand combat. That's it. And also, I think I accidentally hit the microphone. No, just hammered. He doesn't kick you in the shins, he uses the shins. But at this point, yeah. The problem is, RJ doesn't use his elbows in Legacy Wars. That's Battle for the Grid only. Anyway. Can we get more information on what type of strikes? You gave the basic description. Obviously, it uses all those things, but RJ never uses everything in the game in his actual combat. So, what is the proper description? That I need to quickly ask. Can we get a description of what type of strikes? And yeah, you can see what I mean. That's what we don't want. We don't want to see him resetting his... at best, maybe reset it on the launch, okay? Then people would learn how to use that launch as a combo type thing. Don't reset on the breaker if they think about creating a hidden mechanic of just doing this. You see what I mean? There. You will recover twice because you removed your EP cooldown. They could do something like that. Anyway, as per usual, we have this boring version of everything because that dumb assist exists. Not Kimberly, but Camille. So yeah. Can we get information on how the strikes work? Because as I said, 3 characters that need a buff. We'll look at Phantom Ranger alongside Preston and fix what you did to RJ. Like, they could have very easily just kept RJ the exact same with his other cards and just given him additional tools. The forward dash, refund 1. That's literally what you did with the die sheet to begin with. And then he does his overhead kick instead of the shin kick at the start. Like, it's not that hard to have done that. Anyway. Yep. Anyway. Punch this. No. Yeah, it doesn't count. And be aware there. Notice that. It's not a counter at all times. He doesn't even get to have it act like Billy assist. Or Billy... No, Billy block. It's only a counter at the start. That as well. If it was actually, it's not, never, listen. He's just doing a block, he's just doing a counter state into an attack. That's what he's doing right now. That's what this does. Auto transition is a counter attack. So that means if someone just delays their block and is faster, example, Mac right there. Yeah. Yeah, Phantom Ranger is supposed to get a buff. Those are the top 3 legendaries that need something. If we want an epic buff, I'd like to at least see someone make use of all their actual tools. There's minimal work for anybody in creating new animations, so there's that. Combo supers don't need more than 4,000 damage. Defined by its use of fist, that still doesn't help. Used for striking. I need the speed or other things. Does it say anything about being precise? Does it say anything about being fast? Aiming for specific spots? Because they're obviously using all their limbs. So technically they can punch and then hit with the elbow right after. Which is exactly what RJ does in Battle for the Grid to an extent. Or just 2 elbows and then just a punch. But even then, they removed his ability to use a low kick. Yeah, super here. Go ahead. And they chose not to. I could have pressed a primary strike and hit them first.
KO, you lose.
Jack SPD never got changed. He just looks horrible in terms of his primary slot. Like his one strike just has a lot of recovery. At this point, you guys are just getting the basic definition. Go to the Wikipedia page or something, or get more information on that thing. So, just Geki. You didn't want to check through the entire thing, so fine. Give me a moment. How do I spell it again? If I just search the thing, it'll autocorrect it there. Yada yada, pop, oh, whatever. There.
3, 2.
Anyway, let's try this one again. Poked. And yeah. He still has those. What are you on, Hammond? He still has those. It's just the fact that he has bad recovery on his primary strike. Anyway, go ahead. There's your breaker. But if you're not going to bother using the leader, just swap off already. Badly timed, but you can see here. That would be a combo. That thing I just did there. May not have been the best one there, but even then. Just press your super. Yep. Thai boxing, art of the 8 limbs, science of the 8 limbs, is follow contact using stand-up strikes, sweeps, and various. The name refers to combined fists, elbows, knees, and shins. Yeah, not using the feet. Getting widespread internationally in the way. Give it a moment. While we wait for this one, I'm going to read through and find the things. When kickboxing, mixed match, professional league. So other martial arts are the injuring, such as all these. Yeah.
3, 2,
Nah.
1.
Not seeing anything just yet, so a bit before I find it. Yeah. Can't be in the block state, because be aware that he does not have any extra frames. Just be warned of that. He has no extra frames. Yeah. Away we go. Gonna chase you down. Anyway. That one I could have cancelled and got a longer combo. I dashed forwards, but you spent 8 energy for that. Yeah, congratulations. I think you're out of energy. I think you're a little out of energy. 3,000, and yep. Here you go. Yeah, not to mention that they broke that that thing somehow. 7th century, yada yada. Okay. Still feel like there's supposed to be something about fast, precise strikes in quick succession. It's supposed to be what it is. Like, at least, there is one thing. Technically, when he spins now, he does hit you with a knee. Problem is, where's the shin now?
3, 2, 1.
There. Okay, I think I made it to the page. I think I made it to part of the page where it actually tells you where what everything is. Aren't they called? Okay, are you referring to Rocky's weapons? Aren't they containing tonfas? Whatever they're called again. Eh. Crushing bite. I don't know, Hammond. Is it correct? Tonfas or something? Nope. Cancelled. Punishing strikes. No. That still reached. The crit did not matter just yet, and no crit for you. There, you just try to punch. Okay, there you go. We could possibly go wrong. Okay, let's see here. Formal multi are divided into 2 groups. My main major techniques. Mine is often a fighting art of attrition, where opponents exchange blows with under the 6. Certainly the case, which is just so the exchange of blow for blow is no longer favorable, and it's all the entire body move, rotating the hip with each kick. Follow. Okay. So far, you could say. Okay, you know what? Don't they actually say it here? Okay, come on. Like, I'm pretty sure it says something about it. Wrong one. Tonfa. See? Dual seriously. It's right there. Exactly. That's what they're called. They're just oddly shaped because normally they don't have an extra blade. Yes, you're trying to think it's a tofu or something. Uses either... Okay. The elbow can be used in several ways of striking: horizontal, diagonal upwards, diagonal downwards, uppercut, downward, all those things. Finish move a way to cut the opponent's eyebrows so that... Yeah. That's a precise strike. To try and go for their eyebrows, a precise strike with the elbow. That's on me. Go ahead. We all know that's all what you're gonna do. Wow. Because you couldn't just rotate. Real original game. Real original. Yep. Anyway, I'll just do this again. And again. Like, just making use of that window is all that's happening there. Nothing? Expected. Go away. Yeah, no. Just been silent for this one. Just seriously. Yeah, the elbow strike is considered the most dangerous form of attack in the sport. Yeah, and the diagonal elbows are faster than other forms, but are less powerful. Where's the elbow strikes then with RJ? Like, he's doing a sledgehammer and an uppercut. Okay, for one, we have RJ. He has a sledgehammer attack. And then he has an uppercut afterwards, okay? Then his other attack is a flying punch. And then the uppercut right now. And then his other one is just a big hit with a kick. So, yeah. Where's the elbow attacks from RJ? There's a distinct difference between a single elbow and a follow-up elbow. The single elbow's move is independent from one another, whereas a follow-up is the second strike from the second arm, being a hook or a straight punch first with an elbow follow-up. Most elbows are used when the distance between fighters becomes too small, and there's too little space to throw a hook at their opponent's head. Elbow is going to be great effect as blocking or defense against, for example. Like, he doesn't even have a block attack. He could actually have a proper use of elbows while attacking and having it be a counter at the same time. There's a block attack for RJ. Or even elbow strikes being high damage, even though they're just that dangerous, apparently. And there's the foot jab. We literally lost that!
3, 2,
He just literally lost that.
go.
The shin kick was essentially a foot jab. They literally just removed that from him. Everything else has him fly in the air. Yeah, apparently he gets to land on the ground with it. Yeah, you blocked. To the corner. Nope, okay. Can't cancel anyway. Go ahead, press your super. 7,200! No crit. Wow, he was out of range. He was out of range of the second hit. So then the kick whiffed. Be aware, it's a follow-up attack. The kick has to land. There goes a backdash, causing a problem to him as well. Technically, that's where I could have cancelled, if I realized. Jol assist is fine, it spawns in your corner. It's a teleporting assist that ends up getting punished if you're using it from across the screen. The shape of a triangle cutting under the arm and ribs, or a roundhouse kick. The tire, yeah. Archer doesn't even use one of those technically. Like, no roundhouse kicks from RJ, just at best he goes up. That's what happens. Silence! Yep. That was just outright silence. There you go. No, fine. Okay, let's see here. What else? Really gonna be rude now, aren't we? Really gonna be rude now. Okay, crushing bites again. Strike there. Pommel kicks. No. Too close.
KO. You lose.
Which Lauren? That's the thing. Which Lauren? The assist or the leader? Anyway, the tie roundhouse can use a rotational movement of the entire body and has been widely adopted by combat sport. It's done from a circular stance with the back leg, just always. Doesn't even have a jumping knee kick.
3, 2, 1, go.
That was too early. Yeah, but that's the thing. By comparison, yeah, this though at least. But I don't think that's a combo. And plus, it reset the energy. Backdash. Look at that. Someone's backdash is strong enough. Seems to be going as far as Turbo Tommy. Anyway, right there, the precision point counter could have actually worked. You have 0 energy, you know. Yeah, congratulations. You have nothing. You have nothing! And like I said, you can't combo from this. This is what I'm just showing right now. There's no combo. And yet they still proceeded to press Sarah.
KO. You win.
As I said, this is the one time a super is allowed to deal damage, when you don't have it as a combo super. It's a combo finisher. Then it's allowed to deal damage. Ashley's still able to combo, and she got slightly nerfed only. Box system is thrusts forwards, but not upwards, unless he is holding an opponent's head in a decision to... yeah, painful. That's the grab, and he doesn't even... That's something RJ can do as well, because he stuns you with the overhead. There's a fake grab, and instead of doing something else, I can give him a V2 where he knees you in the face, and now you're dazed, and then an uppercut. That can prolong the animation as well. Now, that's another thing about... You managed to get your head. So there's that. Yeah, I'm working on animation, Hammett, so that's why it hasn't continued just yet. I recorded. There's 2 videos recorded. There's just an intention for one of them. No, I've been letting the corruption zone finally build up again, so... Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna have to get those collected at least.
KO, you win.
Potentially vicious cutting, slicing, and swoop. Deflected. Yeah, we may be trying out a Rocky, but we're going off about Muay Thai because RJ's change was just bad. No. Like, they can do a similar thing that Psycho Pink has, because RJ at this point needs a full-on rework. He's just... no. Listen, Sam... Okay. I just realized that was mentioned there as well. Sam needs an adjustment as well. Probably more than Phantom, but even then. That depends, Ahmed. That really... You can just watch from there, but... If we can get affiliates on Twitch, then it'll allow me to... Everyone will be able to use emotes there. It would even appear over here. It would even appear on that spot. Also, I forgot. I just realized I have not updated the thing yet about the new for the new character type thing. About what we're doing. Yeah, that's the thing. Sam needs a better fix. There's also Merrick, but the problem is there's too many legendaries that still need to be fixed again. Why am I... Nope. Nope. That's a fail. The assist is a full-on fail. That was point blank. And I'm still able to dodge it.
KO, you win.
Anyone want to do a forward dash into the assist, please? Right. Okay, I spoke too soon. Anyway, to Alzula's leader situation, unless you care about her, it's not her command to level up. She can be good. If she had her 3-cost breaker again. But at the moment, you know very well, unless you're ready to be well above your opponent in terms of health and other things, there is no reason to bother using her. Multi-hit. What we got? What's the problem? What's the armor situation? Of course you're not high enough! I answered the Lawrence question because I forgot.
KO, you lose.
Listen, those are actually weak at this point. At least Mary can slightly do something because he has a 50-50 and isn't bad on dashing, but his stack system doesn't help him if he can't even start a combo anymore with that. So I said we needed, who was the other legendary? I said we needed Preston, Phantom, and there was one other.
3, 2, 1.
Forgot what the other one was. Turbo Adam. You know it's Zia Adam, right? Still. As a reminder, he also got nerfed and killed in that sense. So make sure you see. Once again, only if you care about him. Only if you care. Wow. No wonder they didn't use Camille. They didn't have her yet. So, expecting to see Camille here? No. Just no rotation.
KO, you lose.
Someone can't use their leader. Nor has anybody allowed it. As I said, I didn't mention anything about assists being able to combo the super, nor should they be allowed to at this point if you're not going to be allowed the leader. Otherwise, that's just, once again, incentivizing, yes, you should assist spam, because that's the only way to use this character now. This is Shelter from the Rain. This is Dizzy's arcade ending theme.
2, 1.
Anyway, start with the block. Enough. You don't need that. I need a strike to be used. And now, crushing bite. Stay in your corner. And we just block. Yep, okay. There, you get launched. Press the assist again. No? Fine. And yeah. What happened? You guys stop playing. The super is still more damage than Sam. It's just the fact that he's very much incomplete with some things.
You win.
We can't judge Rocky. It's the same situation as Joel. He's incomplete. In fact, his sound effects got undone from the patch. Fine. Is it any louder? Okay, Thomas, can you, if you're there, can you run into me? Just run in so I can use the breaker. I mean, the assist. I need to see point blank with spring to action. No? Okay, so he's not here. But like I said, see, there's no dodge properties. There are no dodge properties. Yep. And remember that Ashley has the refund thing as well anyway. Just remember that. She has the refund thing as well. So, away. And we're back. Okay. Do you even have a block? I can hit them here, but all it's gonna do is set me up for another thing. So, back away. And out.
KO, you win.
Listen, the fact that Trent lost his gimmick of big, hard-hitting strike, just remember that's what he had before. Yeah, not to mention, I think someone got 3 drops. Is these drop rates? If someone got hit by a 3 drop, who knows whether or not the drop rates are also incorrect. There are a lot of characters they buffs as well, as mentioned. It's the fact that they're just not dealing with them anymore, it seems. Like, who knows? The person that got 3 drops, it was in the world's finest server, whatever it was.
2, 1.
But whether or not there's actually an Orion situation, that's up that's currently unknown. You're stunned. And now you're just yeah, you're just in the corner again. No. And again, strike. No. Finally. Yeah, it's just more like this is not. They decided. Ah, yes. Actually, no. Maybe because of the whole Zio's 30th anniversary, they remembered last second that they need that this guy can be a legendary for them, but everything about him yells epic. Everything about him yells epic. Someone's living up to their name. Will you use him though? Let's see. Are you really Captain Marvelous? So far, they start with 1 assist into the into that. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, reaware that he doesn't. Come on. Jackie, what are you on? There literally was... As I've said before, I only know it because you guys keep spamming things in servers as well. It's not that hard to understand. Why do you think the final wave thing was the reference? Bonk him over the head! Be aware, the counter is full screen if it counters. But the problem is it's only ever a counter at the start. It's a 20-frame counter that attacks, and you can't even cancel it. It does not do its display damage. Yeah, that's the thing, though. His damage looks to be wrong, put in wrong as well. Anyway, Nordman's on Twitch side. Yes, Gokaija is supposed to be Mega Force, from what the others were saying. Nah, his backdash is still powerful. He dodged Sarah earlier. And it was not timed. I just used the backdash. Ah, yes. A double block, Troy. Can I poke him? Ah, of course. Ah, okay, that's on me. I think I could have pressed something. No! Like, at this point, you can also just add a time freeze. Freeze the game for a bit. Like, they hit the thing, everything goes silent for a bit, give him time to recover, and then big punch. Like, at that point, then he at least doesn't get countered by Black Dragon. Because as a reminder, there's still no counter in the game that beats his bait. Like, Black Dragon can strike your block with his armor, and he's still going to... He'll still win. Like, as long as it's not... the only way you beat Black Dragon with a block attack is if it's a disruptor that automatically attacks. Because at this point, depending on how badly timed Rocky uses it, Black Dragon is blocking that and hitting you back. You go invincible, so what? He just blocks you again. It's just like Chase. There is no block in the game that can punish Black Dragon if he activates it, other than Movie Billy. And that's the assist. Everything else is timing based. If you use it right as soon as he loses his armor, he will obviously lose. Movie Billy assist forces him to retreat. That's the only thing. Everything's silent. Everything is silent. Yeah. Wow, you were allowed to recover to 4. You are not escaping. Camille. No. Wow. Yep.
KO, you lose.
I better not see a 3 cost. Because whatever happened there, they were allowed to recover a 4. So, yeah, saying this much, the assist is not a good situation either. Like, the problem is being that the assist is still fast. It is basically as fast as Camille assist. So do we want that same problem? I don't think so. But the problem here is the fact that it's actually correct. Unlike Camille, this is a 3 cost that would just end up being a combo starter with minimal damage. It has a long animation, but... no, it's a 4 cost even. It's even a 4 cost. Like, that's what it is, but it's... You can dodge the first half of it. I can do it here again. Look how far... It doesn't even engage. Like, it doesn't rush forwards. So once again, that one can go ahead. Be a point blank, undodgeable on the first shot. Nah, we don't need to stop. We don't need to see the worthless we don't need to see this dumbness that is, it doesn't follow the movements of the hit reaction. We don't need another Justin situation. We don't need to see something look stupid like that. 4,000 damage, or... Okay. You're gonna super instantly, or am I gonna interrupt? Instant super. Like I said, we don't need to see these stupid hits that don't make sense. Okay? Make your hit reaction follow the requirements, because seriously, it looks stupid when an attack does something that it's not supposed to. Like, reminder Justin's elbow drop, at best, is allowed to only be a bit of a launch like Joel's is on his primary breaker. Or it's only allowed to be a sweep, because only his breaker makes sense to launch. That's the only thing about Justin that's allowed. Everything else about it looks bad. Doesn't match anything. The other one's a flying knockback because it picks you up so high. Like, these are punches. This one, I feel like, just... Everything else lines up. But we don't need to have it be stupid looking. And be aware, technically, staggers work as well. They could be aware, stagger sometimes does last quite a bit longer than knockdown because of some characters just having worse stagger. But the longer stagger distance might ruin things. Listen, we don't need a reverse launch like that, okay? We don't need something like that. Like, the one launch he has is that, and even then, the drill launch type thing, that's just an explosion. It is basically just an explosion. Yeah, but the problem is, Nordman, as I said, he's an epic character. He's not a legendary. He's a scrapped epic. Because how do you create a talent tree that looks like this and claim this is a legendary? This is literally an epic talent tree. Those 3 missing spots and the level requirements are literally epics. The same goes for his assist. Like, they must have been reminded that they need to make a Zero Ranger a legendary for the 30th anniversary. The problem is, there's another problem. That's next month. Unless there's some other thing I missed, Google claims that the debut episode is the 20th of April for Zio.
3, 2, 1, go!
Or is this, in this case, it's wrong? Anyone want to confirm that? Like, this character could have been delayed a while later. They could have just made Tommy the head of it, and then just released the final one next week, the next time. And it still would be an epic, but actually polished. Like, I'm saying it right now, whatever happened, the character that was supposed to be... I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a different anniversary character. 20th of April, exactly. I'm not even paying attention to this fight properly. Yep. Okay. Primary. No need.
KO, you lose.
Exactly. That is completely... There's an entire character before that one gets released. Before the next character even... Before we even reach the anniversary for Zio, the 30th anniversary, it's still an entire character away. We're getting another character after this, before we even reach the official anniversary of 30 years since the Zio release. Really, Geki? Anyway, if you're there, Geki, as I said, the requirements are I need you to forward dash into me when I use my assist slot. I have to do it again. Okay. I'm gonna need him to be point blank when and of course. Stay away! Okay. Rush into me! Just keep dash forwards, dash forwards. Wow! Wow! Look at that, people! You can't dodge the other projectiles point blank, but you can dodge the first one completely point blank. Yep. Anyway, get your damage in. As you can clearly tell, that failed as well. There. Funny little interaction. And it didn't even work! Because he didn't hit the guard. He didn't hit it. It transitioned. Just turn the full thing into a counter. If you get a double punch, so be it. Just turn it into a full counter throughout the entire thing. Seriously. It didn't even work. It's 20 frames. That's 1/3 of a second where it's an actual counter. No, Vincent, because the counter save was over. It's 1/3 of a second. 20 frames that it's actually a counter. Then it transitions into an actual attack.
2, 1, go!
So, no, it does teleport full screen. The problem is, you have to basically use it the moment you're about to get hit. So I need this bridge to use their primary block again. And not that. Can you backdash, please? Just backdash! Use it! There. As I said. It does! The only problem being, it's just 1/3 of a second. Yeah, and then you don't rotate. Yeah, as if I had a breaker.
KO, you lose.
you have 1/3 of a second where it's an actual counter. They can very easily just do what they did with Billy. Just a reminder, people. Billy, maybe through one animation. That's the thing. That's the only reason his block is a counter the entire thing. It's just one big animation. This thing is 3 animations. Rocky is 3 animations. If he activates. It's actually only 2. Now, this, if you hit him, will cause a counter. He jumps, kicks. If you accidentally spawn a projectile and hit him as well, he's going to do the follow-up. In fact, Black Dragon can hit the thing, activate it, block it, because it reactivated the block. So, yeah. I have no clue, but they've got a lot of fixing to do, as well as putting the correct build in the game, because that's currently what's wrong. This is 100% the incorrect build. Anyway, let's see here. You cancelled. I'm gonna stay point blank until you actually figure out that I'm not gonna let you leave. Because I'm not letting that Ninja Kimberly land. Okay. Well, unless you crit, this match is still gonna go for a bit. You're gonna dash forwards. Lag. Are you testing things, or what are you doing? Like, for example, like I said, any traps, any projectiles that just... That's what already causes Ninja Billy to reactivate his block, and he gets extra damage. Are we not looking at a legendary, supposedly? And here I get proven once again that there's no such thing as legendary privileges. There is no difference between an epic and a legendary, and it's been proven once again. They don't get any special treatment from the looks of it, because otherwise this would have been pre-tested and made sure it was good on launch. Like, for example, we're literally fighting the Billy that has the ability to do something. I just don't have a projectile in that way, so I can't just proc the thing. Technically I do. It's the assist, but yeah. The supers, there is a separate animation code for it. The time freeze is actually sooner when you special cancel. But yeah, technically he has 2 supers. The difference is they're both activated in the same way. Yeah, should have continued. Go ahead. Long stagger? No. What's your next button, huh? What's the next button? So close to just whiffing.
KO, you lose.
Exactly. Listen, it's not my fault they completely messed up the thing. I sent through the information that they missed with the whole his assist might be vulnerable, but now the fact that it's also point blank dodgeable, yeah. Might want to look into that. Not to mention they undid the sound effects. They fixed Leo's problem. He's no longer just able to go through blocks before anything. But he still has that same problem of... he's in the patch that fixed his problem, but brought a problem to Rocky. Also, I don't know why I keep trying to say Joel for him. I don't know why. Maybe that's the reason. Too similar in their situations. Still better than Joel on release, but still not a great situation. Okay, go ahead, press your breaker. No? 8 energy spent. Get punched. Yep. Not in range. I'm in the middle of dash. I had to hit him first. But no. You're not in range. I'm gonna have to stun them. That's on me. That's simply on me. Ice canceled it too soon. Again! And super.
KO. You win.
Yep. Technically, I could have taken the chance if he was actually an epic. I could have got him on the ult, because it seems the next epic is probably the next character I'm getting. We'll probably, hopefully, have an Ashley situation. I don't know. One of those, I'm locking my opponent in their corner sometimes, depending on their leader. So it looks like I'm just not letting them do anything there. You missed the first hit, so you did less. Yeah, no, you're not getting the clash I've been getting. Listen, this is the second time they've added a character from Zio and it just outright failed. At least it's not as bad as the Zio Tommy's release, but it's still not a great one. But just a reminder, people, this is still better than having to deal with a new broken character. He's still stronger than a majority of the game. Just remember that as well. This character may be weak on that sense, but he's still fast. He's still stronger than a majority of the roster. Ah, no, okay. Not great. Bonked. Still stronger than majority of the roster. He still has something that most characters don't have, and that's simply speed. He's not horrendously bad. He's average. He likely still beats Psycho Green as well. I question whether or not that character got undone, though. Who knows? Psycho Green probably lost his animation changes. There's a potential chance of that, and I don't know why. I just only remembered that now. Yep. Only thing being, this doesn't scare away players. That's the only thing to think. It's one proper thing. You're not gonna get rid of people because you made a bad decision there. Like, a broken character gets rid of more players than anything else. So, let's see here. Back away. Nope. Not fast enough. As you can tell, the thing also goes to full dash distance. So you're able to catch people trying to dash away. Especially since this guy actually has a further dash than most. Coconut sleeping, cats are wandering. Yeah. Let's see here. What is it again? I have to check something. Psycho Green. Let's hope you didn't break him. So yeah, the first one. Obviously you can do that. Is that gap a little bigger? Everything there is fine. Now I'm just gonna knock him away. Nah, that's still correct. That one's still correct. Maybe it's slightly faster? me check that again. There's an easy way to check the timing, and that's to add a dash. Specifically after Seething Slash. No, it's not. Anyway, now we just check the jump. Hello, close your red. Again. Great. Just lost a few stacks here. No, that's still the same. It's still a sad ending that he doesn't go down fast enough, but he's still in his other state, so he's probably going to stay like that for a while. We're not going to see him get his middle ground buff where he still gets the speed of his breaker. We're not going to be seeing that from Inway. At this point, it's just confirmed we're not going to see that happen. So be it. You gonna do it again? Wow. Wow. Yep. Okay, time to stun them. There you go. That's your block. Well, this is gonna be a long one, so we're gonna launch. Come on. Just press that Camille that you supposedly have. That happened. And we wait. Now. That's a block. How much energy do you have? Great. Great. Of course. They remember to dash. Sentry and Joel can't kill their opponents, and that was their release state. Who names themselves that?
2, 1, go!
Poke. No. Yeet. Anyway. No. But yeah, that visual effect plays no matter what. He just goes invisible and dashes forwards rapidly. That's all that really happens. Well, that was expected. Anyway. No, this was not a good combo. Just, you need to... He's once again another situation of you need block combos. He's a block combo character. Like as I said, look there. I can lower their health, but I'm just making use of the beginning of those things every time. Ah, no. Well, sad. They actually used their middle slot. I was about to punch them. Twice, it seems. Sad. Yeah. Let's hope they get their fix through. I don't think I have any jokes, Nordman. Yes, because I had to take some painkillers.
3, 2, 1, go!
That was earlier today. I had a bit of a rest, but yeah. Eh. Like, the thing is, if you look at him right now, he has every tool he needs. He has an instant combo starter, alongside a breaker that's decently fast, with a cancel. And he has a 50-50, alongside a block that's decently fast as well, but the problem is, it's not a counter state. If his damage remains the same, and he just gets reconfigured on how he does things, he'll likely be fine, and not broken. But his super can only stay this damage if he gets the ability to combo after it. I don't know, Geki, when people care about other games. When people care about other games again, maybe that's when. Because that was just zenless. That was just zenless gaming. But because of that game's design, there's no such thing as off meta there anymore. You want to play the bear, they can't do anything. Like, Hollow Zero is the only reason, specifically the Withering Garden was the only reason you could just play him. He would actually deal damage there because he could do things. Because the Resoniums would constantly boost him. Anyway, here's the assist. Like, this is a very long animation. For a 4 cost, it's... That thing just... If you're gonna spend 4 energy, at least make it work. Unlike the stupid 3 cost we have to witness right now. Yeah, but my other problem is the fact that I don't have exactly commentary strength there. Congratulations, you whiffed. Anyway, what if we just Gold Rush? No. Not close enough. You don't have no crits. And too early. And that's supposed to be... I do not know what game that even is. That's the only problem. As long as it's not a shooter, it probably might work. Yes, that's the whole thing. It was pretty obvious it was going to be a zombie game by that name, but I'm referring to what type is it. Sounds like what's supposed to be a zombie apocalypse type survival, or what? Anyway, once again, Laura and Camille still existing. Los Angeles as well. There, you see, you wanted the full screen block. There's the full screen block. Anyway, to the corner you go, and then... No. We'll have to let this continue, and then we're expecting Camille. Apparently not. And yep, and then that can still happen again. Punishing strikes, you will not get out of this one. But that's the thing, though. Why did it launch? No, I think I know what happened. No, I think I know what happens. I see how it is. Anyway, did not put that thing fully, did not do that one correct either. Reminder, Code Vein 1 is the only one with co-op, Code Vein 2 doesn't have. Plus, they're separate from each other anyway. Scorpina assist was obviously very bad. It was just broken. If I'm not mistaken, it was a 3 cost, and it's a breaker that applied a poison that did damage over time faster than most things. You think the fire is bad? Scorpina did more damage in less time. Her damage over time was the strongest in the game has ever been. Now the fire is stronger than her, but still slower. Yeah, you get your slower thing there. So yeah. It looks like we have Rocky's middle slot strike, launches on the ground, and both hits sweep in the air. Both hits launch on the ground, both hits sweep in the air. Back away. No. Go to your corner. Yeah, okay, I'm stuck in the air. Stuck in the air. You whiff? No whiff. 5.2! Dead.
KO. You lose.
Yeah, still not describing it correctly. You even the most basic thing is not being answered properly. This is a first-person zombie game, but what? What do you do? You're claiming you mod your weapons, but at that point, it's just... If you can't even technically build anything, or in the sense of a type of system to have a shelter that you make yourself, then you might as well just go play unturned instead. Technically, the graphics are worse, but it's still gonna be likely to be more feature complete. Story game. Yeah. Really? Here you go. They dodged it, but they still didn't stop it anyway. Anyway, that was the chance I could have just launched them. So that's on me for not doing that. See, this is why I said Joel is not that great. Like, his situation is just different. You can backdash basically everything. With the minimal distance as well. But it always gets ruined by the boringness of Camille. Every single time. Whee! Charge!
KO. You win.
Exactly. I'd rather play that game at that point. I just don't have it, I think. I don't like the ocean. At Geki, I don't exactly like the ocean in that way. It's too empty for me. I'd rather just play Subnautica at that point. And even then, I don't exactly have much enjoyment out of that one either, oddly enough. I've tried it. Not a game I'd play. I think that I just don't like the atmosphere. Like, I don't even like the second game's atmosphere. And I'm pretty sure it did decently well. Like, I just don't like the idea of it. Like, it can have its own... It can have its own, things, but that's the whole thing. I'm not... It's just not my type of game. Others can enjoy it, I just... That atmosphere just doesn't work for me. Oh no. There, you see that? That's the other problem there. The fact you can just stand still. And as I said, he's still better than other legendaries. Take a look at Psycho Red. Seriously. Now, you want a bad legendary? Here's one. Mr. I can loop my middle slot. What does that mean? When you can't even hit the opponent? Huh? What exactly is that gonna mean? If you can't exactly even hit them? Huh? The detection attack is way too slow. By comparison, Rocky is still stronger than majority of the roster. Use Robo Knight. Nah, you'll lose. Use something like anything of the older-ish characters. You're still gonna lose. He's not a horrible release. He's not a broken release. He's interesting. The idea is there. I just think it wasn't properly... Whatever happened, something went wrong. Like, I can see where it's supposed to be, but... Yeah. Something went wrong when it was supposed to be implemented properly. That's on me. Pretty sure that dropped. That 100% dropped. I just did not do what I was supposed to. Okay, come on. Hurry it up. Can you really just not give me my block? We don't need to give them a perfect. Anyway, here you go. You get stunned. No. You get launched. Can we back away? No, of course, fine. No, they don't want to be different there. And again, the second hit landed, and guess what happened? That happened. Camille? Yeah. Punishing strikes. Yeah, it's not over yet. Wow! You threw!
KO. You win.
Pity or dumbness? Which one was it? Because I just saw assist spamming and then something just proceeded to whiff with Oriko, who still decided to teleport forwards when he's not allowed to. You spawn where you are. Attack down. Do your job. Stop changing what you're doing. If your opponent has a good enough backdash, they're allowed to dodge Oriko assist. You spawning in their face already while being invincible. If they're doing nothing, they're required to be allowed to backdash you. Not to mention your stupid crit manipulation breaking out this crit chance again as well. Man named himself Coda. I am not rotating. Ah, okay. Nope. Yeah, there goes that problem. Once again. There we go. Really? Primary slot not helping me. Thing is, though, I just realized I've never said the name of the attacks as I was supposed to, so... yeah. Pummel kicks! Nope. I got punched. Anyway, crushing bite. You're just going to have to get hit by the super after this, because this is enough damage. Here you go. We fly! Right through! Nordman, that's not the case. That just depends on what Enway did. All I know is that apparently this character was not a decision from the devs in this way. Like someone, maybe the higher up said, nah, you have to make this a legendary, and no one was able to change anything afterwards. Like technically if they made a spreadsheet of the talent tree, they could just reconfigure it very quickly because they know what it is. They know what they have to add up. If they have the combined thing of what the final stats should be, they can just redistribute it.
Go.
That was cancelled. I still got 3 energy anyway. That only cost me 3 energy anyway. No. Crushing bite. What are you on about now? What do we have now, Geki? What's the problem? And again. Like, that animation also isn't long enough. If it was slightly longer, I would be able to recover energy for my primary strike. Like, the breaker is just not slow enough. The animation just doesn't last long enough to the point I can recover. Did we... Here, there! We got a funny little end screen. The camera swapped to him. Are you this? Who are you? If you were the silver... that's on you. I predicted every one of your moves. Not to mention if you... I don't know. Go ahead. If you... I do not bother. If you want luck, go ahead, but I'm just going to play what I can. Because I've already played my skill plenty of years. To work with what I can, work with what I can predict. But that's about it. Because right now, primary slot, Camille. Like right now, he's supposed to have nothing but strikes. And the middle slot is supposed to be a breaker. That's what it's currently. Yep, there it is. Breaker, middle slots. There's your block, rotation. Primary into, right now, strike, strike, and strike. That's what we have. Anyway, right now it's a breaker. It's a block. There you go. Now we wait. No, never got Camille. Predictions, wrong. This is an example. As you can tell. You can always try and line your slots up. That's always been a thing. But you also have to try and predict your opponent always, whenever possible. It's not that hard to understand. If you are going to just keep spamming your assists afterwards, yeah. Well, like I said, I pay attention to the card uses because I know every card from my, on the top of my head. I just know their cost spent. Maybe some here and there are incorrect, but I know all the mechanics for the characters. Like, for example, if this actually decides to use her middle slot breaker that can't be dodged point blank, then it's only going to cost 3 and she's going to start recovering based on if she used a card beforehand. Like right now, there. She spends 4 energy. There, 10 energy spent. She has 0 left, so she's currently recovering now. So, and poke. And we just back away because they're, yeah, there it is. We sweep, and we're going to launch them here to get more energy. And with that, crushing bite. Nope, too late. Recover, there, they recovered there. That's 9 energy spent. Do they have any extra? You want to kick again? Or are you going to use a breaker? No, they recovered a 4. They didn't need to wait long to do that. Rotation said they did not need to rotate. Once again, dedicated middle slot, dedicated primary slot, so they always have a strike, always have a breaker. So I don't even care about their types of cards. I can only predict when they get a 0-cost block. And that'll be only based on whether or not they use their worst slot in that situation. There's a better card to always use in a situation with your character. And in this case, that'll depend. Death Ranger, for example, no dedicated slot, so I have to still pay attention with their rotation. And in that point, I would just have to predict when they, or rather notice them using their primary slot, because no Death Ranger ever uses their primary slot if their middle slot is available. Like, that's an example. Orica over here, he spent 7 energy. And again, gets launched. So they have a big reminder. They have no blocks. Still doesn't stop them from the fact that they can just outright kill you. Anyway, can you just not crit? Doesn't matter. Well, that's surrounded by 1. Geki, here's an idea. Trying to remember that the Earth is surrounded by water. Or rather, every country is. Every continent is surrounded by water. That's why they're a continent. Did I say I just outright dislike the ocean? I just don't like the ocean atmosphere of Subnautica. I don't like the ice cap atmosphere of it either. It's just... there's just something off about it to me. I watched... I think I watched Jacksepticeye's initial video on it. I just didn't like the atmosphere it created. I watched the entire Subnautica playthrough of his the original one, but that's it. Anyway, full momentum just got him closer. Alright, let's see here. At least it didn't drop. Primary. But let's see. Pommel strikes. No. But then what do you have? Okay. That's just out of range, so I'm just going to bonk you again. And again, pommel kicks. You know what? We can just use the strike. We can end with the super. Get kicked! And we fly! We already knew that could happen, but the problem is Mac doesn't have anything special. Listen, the only most recent post I've seen of Subnautica is someone saying their face hurts and they accidentally open up the pause menu and then they open up the inventory menu, then they close it quickly and they open up the pause menu, and then all of a sudden Leviathan said hello. That's the most recent thing of Subnautica I've seen. Or rather, the most recent post about it. Just browsing the YouTube Shorts. My face hurts. Opens inventory. Opens pause menu. What is that? That's all. That's the most recent one I've seen. Okay? Just a Leviathan saying hello. Okay. Well, let's see what you have. Nope. Let's bonk them. There you go. So, Joel? No. 7. Primary? No, blocked off. They're often. Nope, never mind. Nah. Not blocked off. Prediction wrong. And drag down? No, they didn't want to drag down. Every attack is silent right now.
KO. You lose.
Nah, they're just long snakes. That's all of the vibe it is. Playing Fallout 2. Eh. Anyway, we're well over time by 13 minutes. I think we'll be done with the next match. Hopefully we can end with a win, and that will be a nice little thing. Yeah, you've been struck by a smooth criminal, but nah, you've been struck by truck. Ow! Nah, bad sound. Bad. Don't add a taunt, you literally just gave yourself more recovery. Please. Listen. No. Don't. You're bad at taunt dashing. Let's see what you have. Use the taunt dash here. Hey. No. Come on. Try better. If you're trying to taunt dash, good job. You're trying to learn, but just no. 7. How much are you? And you failed. You failed horribly. You do not know how to use this character at all. Get punched. No. Sad. Be warned that Gold Zeo is one of the characters that's a dash required character. He's a dash required character. Do not taunt dash on this character. Gold Zeo is the exact opposite of taunt required character. He's a dash required character. Every single one of his middle slot attacks literally has less recovery if you dash and then press a button. I'm gonna show the thing. Watch. Watch real carefully. Want to see when you can dash against on his middle slot strike? Watch this. Watch this. 1, 2. There. You can even just get rid of the last bit of animation. That wasn't even a perfect cancel. Like, he doesn't even need to send the thing fully forwards. But watch this. Look how long he stays in that pose. Same here. Watch this. Okay, come on. Haley, get lost. Anyway, if we go ahead and do this again. Watch with Lord's Assault. If I do this and just taunt. Look how he stands still, okay? Notice how he stands still? Watch what happens when I dash. See that? He's the opposite of a taunt required character. He's a dash required character. He technically had both. That's the worst part about it. He had both. Right. I don't think you used the right word there. Zed, I don't think you used the right word there. Anyway, yeah. There, once again, Antonio's appeared. The other thing, we just have a new loading screen. This is replacing Ashley's, as I said, for no reason. This is the last match for Rocky.
3,
And then we'll be done. We're fighting a mirror match in that sense. Ow. Middle slot. A little soon there, don't you think? But, no. Okay, no, they didn't. They did nothing. They did nothing after, and they game block spammed. They game block spammed. Anyway, I got a block combo here. Please stop game block spam. Good dodge. Good dodge. That's what I mean. You can see there. And that's a fail on me. You can see what I mean. Their character can be backdashed just like Joel. Like that middle slot breaker can also be backdashed. Anyway, it's time to actually let the things continue. Wrong button. Get punched. As I said, it's 100% doing exactly what I said. It's sweeping in the air, and it's... That's not gonna kill. Unless it crits, it's not killing. Anyway, it's time to do my combo. Poke. And back away. Nope. To the corner we go. And punishing strikes. Not in range, but we're expecting a shot. No! Mine will kill. That's the difference here. Yeah, the whole thing is that's... But think of this like an insult. They hate Blue Rangers at this point. They hate Blue Rangers. Yes, it's a good screen. But I don't think you guys noticed something. If no one's paid attention, notice the pose in the background of Zeo Red. Can I get a different loading screen, please? No. Okay. Well, if anyone noticed the loading screen in the back, you would notice he's doing the pose with his two fingers there, alongside his weapon in the back. Okay? They reused that. That same thing that he's doing behind everyone is a reused picture that they just used for the 9th anniversary thing at the beginning of the game. Notice the pose is the exact same.
3, 2, 1, go!
They basically reused the pose. Anyway, get punched and poke. I'm backdashing. Why did I dash back into that one even? 7. Nothing else? Okay, here you go. Redash. Yep, there it is. Camille, as expected. We're out of range. At the same time, we're not. Get bombed. Crushing bites again. And poke. That's a crit. I'm gonna poke them. Okay, that didn't help. And then I got up. Camille. Yeah. Wow, look at the speed of Camille ruining everything again. Yep. Once again, 30 frame instant combo starter, retarded assist. Yep. Rancic is fine. I've always said he's the worst version of Daggeron just because of the way it looks. That's my opinion, but it's a 3 cost, 4 cost. They both have their upsides and downsides. One is a skill check, the other one is just laser. But I still rather use Genji over Rancic. But in terms of Camille, she's always stupid. CO team. Without that one. And poke. We jump. We counter with assists. We're gonna dash forwards. Yep, there you go. To the corner you go. With the first and still hit. There we go. Anything else? No. You spent everything for that. Was it worth it? Because I don't think so. Anyway, now expecting Gold Rush, right? Or we're going to clash with a Gold Rush. No. That's going to be a no. Strike. Okay, then. Don't fly. I dare you. Don't fly at me. Don't fly. Aw. Sad. Like that. There goes just a messing around type of attack. At least you landed. At least you hit. At least you hit. And they just stood there. They just stood there. Okay. Kick. And we fly! Hopefully they do a patch before the video. Let's just hope that's done. So that's all for now. I still don't know who the weirdo joined. I'm hoping it's the Steel, if anything, but they 100% just switched their stream off right after. Because that's the only thing I can think of, whatever happened to this weirdo. Like, I don't know. So that name doesn't match up to anything. I work with what I can. Fine, let's go ahead. Frisia end to end. We're gonna watch the replay again and see what happened. Still don't know if it's them, but we're just gonna watch this attempt at a throw from Steel. Just the throw from Steel. Reflect.
3, 2, 1, go!
Like, this is the beginning of the match. I have no block. Like, he did all of this. I still don't have a block. And then I spammed my primary slot. It still didn't give me anything. Time to fight. Like, one punch breaks everything, and now it's time to fight back. Making use of what I know. Then I go by the usual stuff. There's the block. Go sliding. I punch them again. And then I use a chance to possibly recover. He hits, okay? And then he chose to not attack. It's on them for throwing. Like, they had the chance right there. And then a backdash. There goes that. Camille. And punch. Continue the combo. 3.3. I'm not going to super yet. And then that hits, but whiffs. Yeah. First of all, that should not have hit in the first place. And I'm referring to the Orico. I dodged the first hit. Your second it didn't even work after. So yes, you're not allowed to land that. That is not a true hit. Only reason it whiffed. Nine, we got a legendary. Never mind, something split up. We got an epic or a legendary. It's Dane. Yeah, but it can't be using a combo. Like, by comparison, it's a bit of a sad situation for him. Nine. Epic or legendary. Devon. Let me just check. What is this? Bundy. Whatever.
This the center of the universe, but without a hurt.
I don't see anyone that's any special. There's no one special in the name. Like, I can't pinpoint who the weirdo is that didn't want to reveal themselves. Ah, shoot. We're not going to end yet. So let's get 3 wins with a defender. Anyway. I'm sorry you have to deal with this. Let's see what you can do. I'm gonna keep my energy. Well, here you go. Be warned, do not kick me. Yeah, come on. Now that hurt. Yeah, obviously by comparison, he's not going to do well. We're going to be waiting on that fix for him. Hopefully it's not going to be that long. But his sound effects just being missing is really concerning. Anyway, once again, this guy has the correct team set up. Here you go, to the corner you go. Up we go. And backdash, back to storm. Here you go, you lost half your health. Don't press Mac. Ah, sad. It didn't hit soon enough. I wanted to armor through the entire thing. How about crawl instead? Anyway. I added a backdash, it didn't help me. Are we expecting Mac? Yeah, there he is. Stay away. Can we armor Rocky? Now we armor Mac instead! Like, I know I have the health to sacrifice. I am not gonna just let you do that. Like, be aware, just remember this. Magna is not fully invincible up until he hits. They removed that. But there is, but it's still very much a lot of armor. It's similar to Tyson. Similar to Haley as well. Why were you not found? You have 0 blocks. Let's see. And you start with one. We both start with 0 cost blocks, but this is the difference. The difference is I have power. You don't. Go ahead. Yeah. As I said. We're gonna do a nice little funny combo. I wouldn't say it was a funny one, it just included him. It just included his assist in there. Anyway, there, we're done. We end with Crawl, as you can clearly hear. So, yeah, let me just... I want to quickly update the background. Let me add a new image. Where's this one? Okay, it's that one. Let me grab the 8K image. A 21 megabyte. Well, it still works. Look how zoomed in that is. Like, I'm just gonna move around. Look at that. You see the details? You see that? Look at the, you can see that, you don't see many pixels. Like, you can see the texture pixels, if anything. What? What's the problem with it? It's just reflecting like gold. There you go. As I said, I didn't update it yet, but you can see everything there. But compared to the other ones, there we have it. The whole... it's a very much an 8K image. I managed to find a way to screenshot the thing, and then I have to time the frame and tell it to... This is frame 54, so I can get the VFX in the correct place. Technically, the worst part about it here is that it's an unintentional reference to the comic as well, because the first art is the Rangers jumping at Black Dragon. Like, this technically could just be a different angle, but it is a God Eater reference. So, yeah. But by comparison, I don't have a similar thing to this right now, because it needs to be a very basic animation. Otherwise, I can't do that, because this is already a bad loop. But the difference is, at least it's the attempt is there. It's a basic one, so I could actually make it animated between the two of them. Like the nice little glow there. You can see it goes on back now. But yeah, that is all for today. Thank you for those that joined. Hopefully we'll see from Enway a fix for him shortly with his missing sound effects and whatever his actual design is supposed to be. Because that talent tree might be too late to change. But they don't have to. Like, at this point, mess up some people's builds. Just mess up their builds at this point. Fix the talent tree, put it to legendary, reconfigure the stuff, or just refund. Force a refund on everyone of undoing their talent tree. Like, just give them their resources back and reconfigure it. Like, at this point, if you're really going to keep the talent tree the same, people are going to need a level 4 legendary to get the max talent tree. Just a warning. Most legendaries only require level 2. Anyway, yeah, Rocky. Whatever happened with Anyway, I do not know. This is weird. It's a Rocky release for them. It's not been a great. It's not been that great of a release for him. So, yeah. Hopefully we see a fix with the sound effects being added back because, yep, apparently they got undone. And that's about it. That's all for now. See you, everyone. It's midnight. At least the thing was a little sooner this time by my time, because daylight savings doesn't exist here, so normally I start a stream at 11, now I stream at 10. Anyway, that's all for now. Thank you for those that joined. And those that, if there's an Anyway div, yeah. I still wait for whenever Black Dragon can get his fix. Or, no, his buff. He doesn't need a fix, he just needs a buff. Preston needs a fix. And a proper buff. Those are the only two. And then, you know, fix the actual character problems. Anyway, that's all for now. Beep.